Hello, everyone. Welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Hope you're all well. Happy Wednesday to you, halfway through the week. What a boring week it's been so far for Bitcoin. Anyway, let's get on with the price action analysis. If you like this kind of content, by the way, and you're into Bitcoin as much as I am, like and subscribe. I do about 3 videos a week. Okay, so this is a 4-hour time frame with a Bollinger Band and my momentum indicator. And you can see that not a great deal has happened, really. There's been a bit of an up and down move in the last 48 hours, but it's pretty much status quo on price, with a 4-hour range somewhere between 95 and 98, really, for closures. So about a $4,000 range, a $3,000 range, sorry. For that to continue, really, Bitcoin needs to get back above about 96.5, and then there's no volatility expansion. It's just boring sideways, to just lull us all into a false sense of security or boring. Uh, what's the phrase? Catch us all off guard before maybe an explosive move. Let's hope to the upside. But yeah, at the very minimum, I want to see Bitcoin back above 96.5 on 4-hour closures for this to kind of continue without any further breakdown. Now, a breakdown can come on probably the higher time frames back down into the low 90s without disrupting this or displacing this as the current sort of standing low. Um, um, and, that would all look okay. It wouldn't be inspiring, but it would look okay. If Bitcoin was to close below this lower low, this low, then you'd have a lower low, right? And you'd have a slew of lower highs and a lower low. Well, that, my friends, is a downtrend, and that would be on most of the kind of lowerish time frames. With regards to momentum, you can see that it did sort of blip up and then it's blipped back down. Although it's trying its best to turn back up as we speak. Excuse me, a bit of a frog in my throat. And so let's hope that the momentum can continue rising and get back above the zero line. It's basically quite close to it at the moment. So we'll see what happens on the 4-hour. Now, the daily, wow, how sideways is that? It really couldn't be any more sideways. But it is living below the Bollinger Band. And, if there was going to be volatility expansion from this point, you would expect a downside move. And the converse would need a daily time frame closure back above basically 100K, followed by volatility expansion to be a move to the upside. And you can see really daily time frame has indeed been momentum, has flipped to the downside for about a week now, and remains there, although not in any meaningful way. It's not a strong momentum to the downside, but it is to the downside nonetheless. There's the local low. So Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, needs to defend that to maintain this low of January, was a low so far of February, and then hopefully move to the upside, regaining the range. But until it's closing dailies back above 106, that's all it is a range play. Even though that would be a significant move, that would probably be like a 10% move to the upside just to get back up to the top of the range. But you need then volatility expansion from there for it to be an upside move. Otherwise, it's just this boring sideways malarkey, which has been going on for a number of weeks now. And if I switch over to the weekly time frame, you can see, I'll just measure it out using a measuring tool. I mean, if I'm being strict, this is where the range started. If I'm being strict with myself. So that's 2 months, that's 8 weeks. But you could argue it kind of the momentum ran out here, which would be another nearly month, really. That's going back into, the middle of November. So it's a good 2 and so months of sideways price action. I was expecting it to be a little bit more brief, this consolidation, a little bit more brief, a little bit briefer. But that's, you just got to not try and guess what price action is going to do. You just got to follow price action if you're a trend trader like myself. So no great shakes, nothing's really changed. Bitcoin is just kind of digging into the mid 90s, hopefully getting ready for a volatile move to the upside. And I think the time frames to be looking out for probably the 4 hour and daily. And for me personally, I want to see daily closures back above 96.5, 97 for the upside move to become even slightly possible. Until then, I think it's more sideways price action just to bore us all to death. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. Join me next time on Simon's Trading Channel. Take care. I'll see you soon.